I'm calling it eye candy.
Lady Wisdom's garden. It's so beautiful.
As I was gardening and weeding and looking at the garden and just enjoying the garden, I noticed that some of the plants were creating what I call a floral bouquet. It was just really beautiful, just seeing the flowers in their own natural arrangement by Mother Nature. And so I'm going to be pointing out the arrangements and the different floral bouquets. It's just beautiful just seeing it. And I want you to come with me on this journey and let's enjoy the garden together. Good morning and welcome to a beautiful day in July. We're still in the second week of July, but things are just popping. There is so much beauty going on in the garden. Now these hydrangeas, you know that this has been the feature in the garden so far. They have just been getting huge and I love how they look. Now the white impatiens that were underneath them, I had to move them to a different location because they're just getting so overwhelmed. They were just getting so overwhelmed by the hydrangeas. But I just want to show you some other things that are coming in. Now, these are Casablanca lilies, and they bloom in August. So we know we're in August when we see the Casablanca lilies. But right now, you can see the hostas, the beautiful purple flowers of the hostas. And as I was saying before to you how I love the combination of leaves and texture and so forth, and so right here you can see the different hostas with the purple perilla coming up and the bishop weed and some other weeds. It's just so pretty. And then here is my little pansy patch. Do you see the little pretty Johnny jump ups? It's so beautiful. Just really love this. Now my angel trumpet tree here is getting huge. Look at it, it's growing so much. I am just amazed at how it is just blooming. Now those pots, these pots just have a little drainage, but the angel trumpet tree really loves moisture. It loves to be wet, loves to have its feet wet. So I think that's why it's growing so well, because it's not drying out. I don't see the leaves wilting on the hot days. Plus it's under this maple tree, and it's getting also some protection from the arborvitae as well. But enough sun. I think it gets more or less more afternoon sun, on the afternoon sun. Now this corner here, this bed, flower bed, is just looking so beautiful. I love the hosta flowers coming forth with all of the other annuals, and it's very green and lush. I like it with the grass. And this here is another angel trumpet tree, which will bloom eventually. And then the daylilies. I think the daylilies almost look like butterflies in the midst of the garden because they're up above and just fluttering overhead of the other flowers. I just love that. These coleus are so pretty. I love the color combination. It's just so beautiful. I know we use a lot the words the word beautiful a lot. Oh, that's so beautiful. That's so pretty. I'm going to have to look up some other words to describe the flowers. But that's what my heart is saying. That is so beautiful. It's so pretty. I have a treat for you. My begonia that I've been waiting for forever to flower. And I told you that I got the tuber from QVC. Finally, I'm getting a flower. Isn't that spectacular? Tuberous begonia. Pretty, pretty, pretty. And for some reason, the color just matches in so well with the rest of this garden area. And I didn't even know it was a mystery. And look how well they fit in together. It's just so pretty. Now, I never talked about this tree. This is my peach tree that I put in about, how old is it? I think about 2 years in my garden now. Last summer, the summer before, yeah, 2 years. And it's just growing really well here in amongst the hostas. But I just love it there. And eventually it'll grow taller and it will really stand out. And then with the little fuzzy peaches, it will be just beautiful. So that's what I'm seeing, I'm envisioning. The impatiens are happy with Mr. Rabbit. Oh, my beautiful daylily. You know, daylilies, the flower, the bloom only lasts for a day. So you really have to enjoy them. You have to go out and look for them and search for them and anticipate them and look at them and enjoy them and enjoy their beauty for the day, because it's only going to last for a day. Isn't that amazing? As you can tell, I love a full garden. Now I'm going to try and see if I can get behind here. It's kind of full and but I'm going to walk back down in here. This is my buddleia plant, and it's starting to get blooms. I planted this year. It's just a small pot, and it's just coming in. Now back here is my little jungle. But look at this. My lilies. They're in amongst the monarda. Isn't that beautiful? I say that all the time. But it is. It's so beautiful. Now I gotta find myself out of this entanglement. It's not too bad. This is about to flower. I know that this is a weed, but it's so pretty. Look how big the leaves are. Look how big that leaf is. It's about two feet. Let's see. Yeah, that's amazing. I'm coming out of this maze Now I want you to see the other angel trumpet tree here. And it's like crowned in amongst the hostas. I just love it. Now, this angel trumpet tree is about to flower. I just have to make sure that I keep on top of watering. You see the buds? This is going to be the first one to bloom. And I'll keep monitoring it to catch that first bloom. Now here are my tomato plants. These plants have taken off, and just like the wild vines, these tomatoes are just coming forth. I think the soil is really good for them. And this is something that I did. I planted here amongst the tomatoes cucumber plants. And now the cucumbers are growing up with the tomatoes. Isn't that wonderful? They are sharing the same space. Finally, I'm starting to get some blooms by these marigolds. And I'm very happy about it. It's going to be pretty. It's going to be a pretty corner with the yellow from the cucumbers, the red of the tomatoes, and the orangey red of the marigolds. That's going to be beautiful. I can see that. And these are the flowers to the radishes. I've just let them flower. I think they're so dainty and pretty. Look at that. You know, I just decided to let it grow. And this back garden here. There's my basil. That basil has been so delicious. I have been using it for tea, for cooking, and have just enjoyed just putting it in my food and drinking it with my tea, my bush tea. If you didn't see that video on bush tea, go back and see that on bush tea. And here I planted some lemon thyme. And it's growing and spreading as well. Look at that squash. I've placed squash all over this garden, and they are just growing, spreading, and having a good time. Look at these tomatoes coming in. I'm going to have a huge tomato harvest. And look, I planted the cage tomatoes in amongst the hostas. And look how tall the tomato plant has grown. Woo, it's amazing. What's this of tomatoes here? Look at this butterfly. Let's see if I can capture him. You see him? Ooh, he's coming into the picture. There he is. Ooh. Come back this way. Butterfly. Oh, he disappeared. And this garden is doing fine. Oh, I have something to show you. I keep saying that, huh? But look at this. Yeah, my beautiful yellow daylilies. I love them. I love yellow daylilies. This one back there. That one's just opened up. Now I randomly planted some squash seeds in the middle of this bed here, and the squash seeds are so happy. And then also I planted these bush beans, and look how quickly they have grown. This is definitely the time to plant things. I think I put these seeds in about last week or 2 weeks ago, and look how big the plants are. I'm going to have string beans in a second. Look how the squash is growing in amongst the impatiens. And here, look at that. It's already flowering. I planted some gladiolas here. And look at this. I'm going to have a blossom right there. Isn't that pretty? I love the shape. This looks like a sword. Look at this arrangement here with the tisk seed and the purple perella, the yellow and purple. So pretty. Back up a little bit. Get that full view. I kind of think that I treat the garden as almost like an artist's painting. You know, like painting, an arrangement. I love that white and green hoster with the plain green, the purple perella, the garden begonias, and the impatiens. Beautiful. Well, here's the side garden. And this rugosa, Rosa rugosa, is just flowering so much. You see these flowers? I'm just so happy that it's happy here. I bought this last year in the fall. They had the plants there at Home Depot, and I decided I was going to purchase it and put it in my garden. And I like it here with the tick seed. Yeah. Yellow and white, and then the different shades of green, the different leaf shapes. It's just, to me, it's just a beautiful arrangement there. And then I like this here. Even though the alliums have finished and they're actually seeded, I just like that color combo between that and the purple perilla. And of course my Monarda and my beautiful bush that looks so healthy. At one point they looked like they were dying out, and now they just look so beautiful. My variegated bush, I forget the name of it, but it's beautiful. I planted these. These were the first things that I planted in this side garden. I just planted a number of them, and just so beautiful. It's another one. Look at the white leaf. I wondered if I propagated that, if it would make or create a white bush. White and green flowering, variegated bush. Now, I have been, this is a tree, a maple tree, but I like at that. I like everything in the garden pretty much, but I like it. Look at that. With the arborvitae. Check this out. This is my zebra grass. It is happy. Oh, look at that. So I have the white variegation, the Marnarda, and then the green strappy leaves of the grass with the white texture inside. Isn't that beautiful? Ooh, look at that. The grass, variegated grass with the, this is beautiful, with the dried allium plant and the purple pearl. Wow. And then if you add the red from the knockout rose bush, beautiful. Look at the squash. I wanted to show you this. Look at that. The little baby squash. Yeah. And it's just running. Hallelujah. Look at that. That's going to be fruitful. Look what I created, a little teepee for the cucumbers. And I have cucumbers growing here. So sunny. I ate the other one. Ooh, look at that. The bee balm has attracted, I don't know if I caught it, the butterfly. It's beautiful. Anyway. Zinnias. Look at those zinnias. I love that seed pack. Wow. See the span here of daylilies is going to be pretty, floating above the garden. Now these are the hostas, but also the hydrangeas that I planted back here, transplants that I had propagated, and they're just growing so well. Now I moved the white sun and patience back here. It's kind of bright, so it's hard to see them, but I think it was a good move. So you can get a feel for it.
Thank you for spending your time with me. I hope you enjoyed the beautiful floral arrangements in the garden.
If you remain in me, my words remain in you. Ask for whatever you want, and it will be done for you. If you remain in me, my words remain in you. Ask for whatever you want, and it shall be done for you. Amen. John 15:7.
Remember to subscribe to Lady Wisdom Speaks Academy on YouTube. Be blessed.